Hi, I'm Casey LeBoeuf, Golden Meadow Lower Elementary School's Teacher of the Year. For my video, I'm going to do something a little different, and I'm going to video from the perspective of a teacher. Hope you enjoy. Alright, boys and girls, today we are going to be learning about cause and effect. We are going to discuss the relationship between cause and effect. Okay, I just dropped this on the floor. What do you think is the cause of me dropping it? Javen?
It slipped out of your hand.
It could have slipped out of my hand. Slipping out of my hand would be the cause. What would be the effect of it slipping out of my hand?
It fell on the ground.
It fell on the ground. So the cause is something that happens. The effect is what was the reason that it happened, or the outcome of something happening. Imagine that you saw a vase broken on the floor with flowers everywhere. What questions would you ask about that? Mackenzie?
That maybe someone just put it and it was too close to the edge and it flipped off.
Maybe that would be it.
Why would it have fell on the ground?
Right. Why would it have fell on the ground? Ask yourself, what happened? What happened? The vase was on the ground. The vase was broken on the ground, on the floor, and the flowers were everywhere. What questions would you ask? You would say, what happened? Yeah, hey, what happened? If you walk in a room and you see flowers everywhere and a broken vase and glass, you'd be like, what happened? What would be the answer you would have to that question? What do you think happened?
Maybe somebody tipped it over.
Maybe somebody tipped it over.
When they were running, they might have knocked it down.
When they were running, they could have knocked it down. Yeah. Could the cat have done it?
No. Maybe.
A cat could have done it. What if the cat was running, chasing after a mouse and knocked down the thing? Could wind have blown it down?
No. Yes.
And could somebody have knocked it over? Yes.
There's more than one.
Yes, there's more than one cause to the effects. Very good job. All right. Students that are good readers look for cause and effects to help them understand what they read. The cause tells why something happened, and the effect tells what happened. Okay, right now we're going to look at a PowerPoint on cause and effect. What's the name of our story this week? The Day Jimmy's Boa Ate the Wash. Very good. Okay, I'm going to read and you read, and we're going to see if we can figure out the cause and effects in here. One day, Jimmy went to the barn to milk the cows. To his surprise, they were covered with hay. Jimmy looked up in the barn to the place the hay was stored. The boards in the hayloft had split, and the hay had fallen down. Does anybody see any cause and effects in there?
I see it.
Good. Let's look. All right. What do you think the cause was?
The boards in the hayloft split and the hay had fallen down.
Good. The boards in the loft had split. What does it mean if they split? Like cracked?
Broke.
Like broke? Phoebe? split in half. Maybe they split in half, or maybe they spread apart and they split from each other. So the effect of the boards in the hayloft splitting and the hay falling all over the place, that was the cause. What was the effect of that?
The cows were covered in hay.
The cows were covered in hay. Do cows usually have hay all over them? No, cows don't usually have hay all over them. So, let me ask you another question. What do you think the setting of that story was? Kaylee?
In the barn.
In a barn, yes. The setting was in the barn. Were there any characters in our story?
Jimmy.
Yes, Ash?
Jimmy.
Jimmy. Were there anybody else?
The cow.
The cows. Good. Remember, characters in our story are people, animals. People and animals can all be characters in our story. Sometimes in a story, the effect is described before the cause. However, in real life, a cause always comes before an effect. The cause is what happens that makes the effect happen. So the cause comes first or the effect comes first? Good, the cause comes first. Anybody can give me some examples of cause and effect?
The cause is like the effect is like what happened. Like
What comes first, the cause or the effect?
the effect. Oh,
What comes first? The cause comes first.
the cause is like the hay fell down.
And what was the effect of the hay falling down? What happened to the cows?
The cows were covered in hay.
The cows were covered in hay. Can anybody make up their own cause and effect?
Let's say Jim walked outside and he saw some trash all over the yard. Let's say a cat got into the trash or something.
So what would be the cause?
The cause would be the cat teared the bags and put the trash all over.
And the effect would be?
The trash all over.
Very good job. Yes, she said the cause would be that a cat tore the bag, and the effect of the cat tearing the bag, the trash would be all over the yard. Very good. Very good. All right, now we're going to try some together, some different cause and effects together. I'm going to read, you're going to read. Ready? Because I tumbled to the ground.
Because I tumbled to the ground.
My head has something big and round.
My head has something big and round.
What does the head have? Your head would have big and round because you tumbled to the ground.
A bump?
A bump. Can you have something else on your head if you tumble to the ground?
No.
Maybe a scratch. Yeah, you can maybe have a little scratch. So you could have a bump on your head. Okay, ready for the next one? Because the spider spun a web, she caught something by my head.
She caught something by my head.
What do you think she caught by her head? Yes, Mom?
Fly?
A fly. Do you think a spider can catch a fly?
Yes.
I don't know why, but the spider can catch a fly.
If like a fly doesn't see a spider web because it's clear.
Right.
So they just wanted themselves and they were going the way that the spider web is and they get caught.
Very good. All right, number 3. Because I touched a very hot pot,
Because I touched a very hot pot,
I have something that hurts a lot.
I have something that hurts a lot.
What can you have if you touch a very hot pot?
A burn.
A what?
A burn.
A burn. Has any of you ever touched a very hot pot?
Yes.
And it hurts, right?
One time I put my hand in the fire. No, it's good. One time I put my hand in fire.
Okay, don't do that though. You might get very burnt. All right, y'all ready for the next one? When the clouds got dark and gray, they brought something that lasted all day. What did they bring that lasted all day, Annika?
Rain.
Remember to raise your hand to answer. Rain. I don't like rainy days, do you?
I love them. I'm playing the rain.
Hope you don't get sick playing in the rain.
I don't.
Okay, ready for the next one?
Yes, ma'am.
When rain soaked my clothes, I shivered. Oh, when rain soaked my clothes, I shivered with something as I blew my nose. What you got, Nicholas?
Chills?
I shivered with the chills. How many of you get the chills sometimes when it's cold? On this cold morning, I bet a lot of you had the chills.
When I came inside, when I sat on my desk, I felt my leg and had goosebumps.
Oh my goodness. All right, next one. When I got a new pet fish, I bought something for my fish, Trish.
I bought something for my fish, Trish.
What did you get for your fish, Trish Mackenzie?
Fishbowl.
A fishbowl. Can a fish live without a fishbowl?
No. It lives in the ocean.
It could live in the ocean. You are correct.
It lives in the bathtub.
In the bathtub? How are you going to take a bath if you have a fish in the bathtub?
You might have two bathtubs.
You might.
I have two bathtubs.
All right. Very good.
Because it's scaly. It can mess up your legs.
All right. Very good. Okay. Who can tell me about what we learned today? What, Phoebe? Causes and effect. And what are cause and effects? Morgan.
When something happens, the cause and the effect is what happened. Because the cause, the effect happened.
Correct. Wonderful. Because of the cause, something happened. I was walking and I fell down splat on the floor. What would be the cause of the effect, the cause of me falling down on the floor? Brayden? I might have tripped on a pencil, which is very likely sometimes. Javen, do you know what can happen?
If you fall off your scooter, you get a bump on your elbow or knee.
Correct. If I fall off a scooter, I would land flat on the floor. I might have tripped on my shoelace. Do you see how there's many different causes for the effects? There could be many different causes. There could also be many different effects for the causes. Let's say you got your test folder and you brought it home and you opened it up and inside was all A's. What do you think an effect could be of you having all A's on your test folder? What can be an effect of you having all A's on your test folder?
You can be excited.
You can be excited.
You might get something like a phone.
You might get a prize. Maybe your parents will take you to some place. Yeah.
You could.
Okay.
And I had one for the.
What about the effect? Could be maybe you studied hard. The cause, because you studied hard, the effect would have been you got all A's on your test folder. Many different things can happen. All right, so remember, this week we are learning about cause and effect and the relationship between the two, cause and effect.